Hello sweet creators, in this video I'm going to show you how you can make this little fondant stitch. First you need 50 grams of fondant and make really nice cone shape. That's for the body. And then take pale blue, about 2-3 grams or a little bit more, and just roll it with your rolling pin to make the belly. Once you're happy, take it out and take the Dresden tool, and with the sharp end of the Dresden tool start making these little marks of the ends. Then you can use the edible glue and just stick it in front of the body. For the legs you need 2 by 8 grams of fondant. Make really nice bow and then start rolling to make this cone shape leg. Make another one and stick them on the both sides of the body. For the hands you will need 2 by 4 grams of the same color fondant. Again, make a really nice bow and then stretch it into drop shape like this one. Make 2 identical, slightly flatten them, and again use the sharp end of the Dresden tool to make these little marks to recreate the fingers. Just 2 little marks, just like this. So we have to stack them into the body, and I just cut the ends and I'm taking toothpicks and with rotation motion just pinch into the hands, just like this. Be very gentle with rotation motion. You can leave them for a while to dry out, and meanwhile we can start making the head. For the head I'm using a styrofoam bowl which is about 3.5 diameter and about 20 to 30 grams of fondant, and just I cover with the fondant that styrofoam bowl and make sure everything is go underneath, just like this. Then you can cut the excess. Don't worry about this, just put on your hands and start smoothing the head. Then you can give the head a slightly drop shape. Just point it on top. Take pale blue, about 2 or 3 grams, and make that little cylinder. If you're happy, how does it look? It should be about 2 centimeters. You can flatten with fondant scraper or with your hand, and then use edible glue to place it on the head. Just like this. Recreate the mouth. Then we will need bow modeling tool, which is about 1 centimeter diameter, and I'm making eye sockets. Then I'm taking white fondant of very, very pale blue fondant. Make small, nice drop shapes, and with a small rolling pin, just roll it like this. White drop shape. Make another one. Again, you can use your little rolling pin, and if you're happy and if they are identical, you can apply an edible glue and just stuck them into the head. As you can see, I'm using a clean dry brush to smooth everything and be nice and smooth. Now we need to make the black part of the eyes. I'm taking a tiny amount of black fondant, and again I'm roll it into a small drop shapes. Make these oval shapes and place them into the eye sockets. Apply edible glue and then you can take a tiny amount of white fondant to recreate the eyes like they sparkle. Now take about 1 grams of black fondant to make the nose. The nose is not rounded, it's a cylinder shape. Place it on place, and again use a tiny amount of white fondant to finish the head. Now we have to make 2 ears. I'm using 3 grams for each ear, and again I'm making a really nice and smooth ball, then I'm making a drop shape. Nice and easy. Then again I'm taking the rolling pin and tiny amount of pink. Again I'm making these little drop shapes, and with a rolling pin or with a brush, it doesn't matter, you just make these holes. Each ear is about 3 centimeters high. It's totally up to you how you're going to make it. And with a sharp knife, I'm making 2 or 3 cuts on each side, just like this. Again, I'm taking a toothpick and rotation motion. With the rotation motion, I just place them into the ears. So we have all the parts and we just have to put them together. Usually I cut the excess and I'm leaving just about a centimeter. And I'm taking another toothpick and I'm making a holes where I will put the ears. That's a little trick, and it's much easier to place the ears on place. Apply a tiny amount of edible glue and just pinch the ears. Okay. And final touches, you can make 2 or 3 little drop shapes to recreate the hair. Use a clean, small, dry brush to position them. So once you're happy, place on a styrofoam and start putting everything together. Again, I'm making a small hole before I place the head into the body. Then I position the hands just like this, and our stitch is almost ready. Now I'm taking an edible dust. I'm using sugar fair and slightly dust your figurine. Don't put too much. Be very gentle and work gradually. For the cheeks and for the ears, you can use pink edible dust.